light any whiter?
Whiter?
Yeah, it's really blue.
I got 3 doors down for my intro song.
Better?
Welcome everyone. Please grab a... Thank you so much for joining today. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining tonight. My name is Hunter, and nice meeting y'all. I am not a comedian, but Christine thinks I'm a joke.
Hunter, do you not know how to make a room quiet?
There we go. So I wanted to share something with you real quick before we get started. As you know, there's a big beneficiary for tonight, and it's Best Buddies International, and we have something really cool going that I want to share with you real quick. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause. We have several sponsors here giving several thousands of dollars to Best Buddies International, and if you look on your seats, you're going to see this really cool QR code. And if you don't mind, just go ahead and just grab it so I can show it to you real quick. All you have to do is grab your camera and scan it right here. And a really cool link is going to pop up. And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is do the challenge. It takes a few simple seconds. Grab your friend next to you and you just give them a high five, and $5 gets donated to Best Buddies automatically. Isn't that cool? You don't have to do anything. Our sponsor is taking care of everything. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Charity, for joining. And Cheetos, additionally, you'll see a big ass check over there. They gave $1,500. So we're all doing this for charity. All you have to do is grab this QR code, give your friend a high five, and the best thing is you can share this with your friends, and if they share it, another $5 gets donated, and a huge network effect goes on where everyone's sharing, everyone's donated, just like giving a high five. Okay, so I want to introduce to you your real host. She's a writer, she's a publicist, and she's English? I don't know, but don't hold on against her. Everyone, Christine Peak.
Cue music. Susie and the Banshees. Christine. Do you know this song, anybody? Let's go! Christine, she's a strawberry girl. Christine, banana split lady. Christine, the strawberry girl. Christine, banana split lady. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, I love the 80s. I love Susie and the Banshees. I love that song. It's about a woman, true story, called Christine, who had 20 personalities when mental health was fun. And, you know, in my day, when you were crazy, it was like a compliment. Now it's like, oh, well, let me get on Prozac. Because I'm 15. Yeah, true, darling. I'm not writing these prescriptions, but I'm big pharma. So, how's everybody doing? Looks like a great room. Is it filled with great people? Yeah. I just got asked if I was working. I look like a gay waiter had a baby with Kris Jenner. Actually, speaking of Kris Jenner, I actually get told I look like Kris Jenner all the time.
More beautiful. Damn straight. Yeah.
I'll Venmo you in about 20 minutes. I get Kris Jenner and Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah. One of them groomed children to fuck rich old men, and the other one fucked Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just saying. Pronouns. Gotta do it. Who identifies as something other than she or he? Raise your hands. Oh, you're all fucking quiet, yeah. Because this bitch has got the mic. Well, I also want nobody to be offended tonight by any of the comedians about anything. Because remember, we're here to have fun, right? And by not being offended by anybody, I mean me. Because I'm about to kick some shit right off. Yeah. Let me first start by saying I identify as a cunt. I used to identify as a conspiracy theorist. My pronouns were I fucking told you so. Okay, pronouns. I love trans people. I have to say. I'm not inclined to say it, but I have to say it because I'll be cancelled. But the White House loved them, and I think that's great. The White House threw a huge party this week on the White House lawn to celebrate gay and trans. They even put the gay rainbow flag up. Fantastic. Illegal. I wrote a letter. So they have the trans, they're all having a great time. Then they start taking their clothes off and massaging their boobies. This goes across the world. Joe Biden was excited, of course. He saw a bunch of naked people doing blow and thought Hunter had come home for the weekend. Fucking crack vibe, you know that shit. Yeah. So the White House, they did that. That was great. But they blew it. They did blow it, because mad respect to people that are really trans and not a bunch of people that throw in a fucking dress and say they're a woman. Because as women know, it takes a lot more than that. Let me talk about Glamour magazine. First pregnant man on the cover. World-breaking news. And it was English. I was more afraid of that. I was upset because I'm like, Americans will do that shit. No, but it was England. We did it. Logan, I don't know, it's Logan Brown, I don't know. Anyway, first pregnant man, full beard, everything, groomed within an inch of his life, stomach like that. I've been trying to get the trans, trying to be on target, trying to be right. So I'm trying to get my head around it. But I'm really smart. I'm smart. I don't believe what you tell me I need to believe. I've been on this planet for 30, maybe 40, maybe 50 years. Tell me anything, but I know what my eyes see. So Logan Brown, how does a man get pregnant? How does a man get pregnant? Anyone tell me.
He doesn't.
Why?
Because he's not a woman.
That's the end of the trans discussion. Right there. He can't get pregnant because he's not a woman.
That's right.
I'm sorry, I don't care what you do, what you dress, what you identify, who you sleep with, who you shag. I don't care what you do. What I do mind is you keep telling me I have to accept it. But now I'm a cis woman because I can't be a woman because it offends people who aren't a woman that say they're a woman, so I have to be a cis woman because I have to have a label because I identify as the sex that I was born with. What is happening, America? By the way, if you don't like what I say, and you can all Google this shit because I am not making it up. I read about 8 hours a day. That's the bags under my eyes. If you hear something offensive by anybody, you can't call the cops because we cancel those fuckers. But you know what you can do? And this is real. You can go on a website or call caversushate.org. Do you know that? Yeah, call right now. Tell them I'm an asshole. Because I'm just getting warmed up. So you can literally call somebody and complain about them. Hello, China. How's it going? I call it the snitch line. I was actually going to call them tonight if you guys didn't laugh at me and report you for being ageist. I thought about it. I still might do it. I've had a bit of anxiety tonight because everybody has anxiety, so I'm jumping on that. Wait, let me think again so I'm cool. I'm feeling triggered. I'm triggered. Every beautiful girl you're going to see tonight is half my age and half my weight. There was one more girl, but I was a bit hungry upstairs, so I fucking ate it. I was up all night. I was talking to Paul, actually. And I was so upset, because I had like 8 hours to lose 20 pounds. And talking to you, I went through a full family bag of kettle chips. Jalapeno, my friend, jalapeno. So I don't have a boyfriend. Shocker. I don't have sex with anyone else. Sex is a funny thing. Everyone's doing sex. Everyone's doing OnlyFans. Charlie Sheen's offended that his wife and daughter are sex workers. The fucking irony. Karma is a bitch. Tiger blood. The guy who gave herpes and HIV to half of LA is offended because his daughter gets her tits out. She should go to the White House. It's all happening. There. I keep wandering over here because I'm trying to read my set. Another thing that grinds my gears, old men having babies.
Right.
What the fuck? Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, one of them's 80, one's 82. What the fuck? I can't imagine why a woman who's 50 years younger would want to have a baby with a multi-millionaire who's dying. Perplexed. You know, I don't think it's gonna be too bad though, because it's like, if I was the wife, I'd be like, boo boo, no, change the diaper. I'll be right back. I gotta go change our kid's diaper now, you old fuck. We're being told the aliens have landed. Have you noticed that shit? Yeah. They canceled family values. They canceled financial freedom. They canceled sex. They canceled male and women. They canceled everything. But now we're being told there's aliens here. And men get pregnant. Don't give up your reality, people. Everybody's woke. The irony is I find everybody that's fucking woke is literally sleepwalking through life. I'm like, are you not seeing things the way I see them? I was such a liberal. Susan, you know this. I was so over here on the left. And then the left went across Sunset into Brentwood. Here's me now. I didn't even mind. Black Lives Matter? Yes. But you know where I got fucking upset? 5 million to everyone because 300 years ago, my dad bought your granddad. Well, I don't believe in that because I believe we have to stop going back. We need to move forward.
Amen.
We need to move forward. Stop apologizing for shit we didn't do. Because if you hadn't noticed, I didn't see color. I didn't think about it. My friends are Asian. They were like, stop Asian hate. I'm like, you're fucking loaded. Have you ever been assaulted or insulted? She's like, no. I went, but she'd been on a march downtown for Asian hate. I went to meet her, found a great Chinese, had a fantastic time. I did. It was great. I supported. Anyway, you know, Trump arrested. I'm sure you're all glad. Yeah, Los Angeles. Let's go. You know, I mean, he was the original MAGA, right? Make America Great Again. The White House now, he's making America gay again. I don't mind gays. My 2 gay friends helped me raise my son. I love gays. I feel sad for the gays. They fought so hard for equal rights, for marriage, for equality, for everything. They can't get arrested these days. If you don't have like 7 identities or something, like you're nothing. By the way, any women feel it's hard being a woman? It's hard. And you know, you want to be a woman? It's so stressful and hard, right? It is difficult. We deal with periods, we deal with menopause, which I went through. My son literally just thought I was getting crazier by the day. When I found out my hormones were through the roof and life was changing. And that's what women have to be. So I'm not one of those people, by the way, who hates men. I love men. I do. I raised one. He has manners. Men are great. I'm against the Me Too movement, I'm being honest. I don't believe you should sue somebody 25 years later because they never called you back. I don't believe you should get 18 movies from a producer and then speak out about him either. Just saying. I do know he is a pig, don't get me wrong. Me Too. London, 80s. I'm going out. Have a few drinks, fantastic. My cell phone's in a suitcase. You know those days. Cell phone's huge. I'm like, passport, cash, credit card, cell phone. Who knows? I may end up on a beach drunk at 4 o'clock in France. It's an hour-and-a-half flight away. So in London, you know, you would wake up with a stranger. You'd get totally wasted. And you'd wake up with a stranger. And you're like this. Once I thought I woke up with Axl Rose. As I blacked out, it was actually Samantha Fox and she wanted to move in. I've never said that on stage and it's true. And there's press here, I am so fucked tomorrow. So you would wake up and you would look and there would be someone there, and I know we've all done it. You go, oh, fuck. So I was like that. But you wake up with a stranger, a guy, you went out, you had a good time, you both got drunk. You wake up, I'm like, I go to the mirror so I can fix my makeup and pretend I woke up like that. I go to the mirror, I see white shit on my face. I'm like, I hope this is cocaine. But my eye was a bit glued, so pretty certain it wasn't. So my point is, men are not to blame for everything. You gotta back it up a little, because I wasn't Me Too. That was just a Friday night in London, though. I was actually probably the Me Too, quite frankly. Anyway, anybody else upset about anything? Shout it out, let's go. Anybody got any issues?
The orcas organizing.
The orca?
Do
We're
you know
talking
about
about a fucking whale?
Yeah, you know about the orcas organizing?
The whales are organizing?
Yeah, they're like they're destroying yachts off of Gibraltar.
I hope they destroyed Jeff Bezos' yacht. Have you seen that yacht? 500 million, and he puts the tackiest, cheapest nude woman, hashtag Lauren Sanchez, right, on the front. $500 million and just one thing, and it's like, I don't think I'm alone here, but I have noticed something. I like Marvel movies, Is it me, or is Jeff Bezos turning into, like, they look like Marvel characters? Like, who's the bald guy in the Marvel movies? Lex Luthor. He looks like Lex Luthor, and Lawrence Sanchez looks like Heath Ledger waking up in makeup after shooting the Joker. I'm improvising. Go with me. So, I don't know if our girls are here. Last time I checked, 3 of them weren't here. See, that's what you can do when you're a model and you're good looking. You have no respect for time. And the guy will wait for you, so. And I think our first comedian is Dominica around.
Dominica!
Oh, she's looking sparkly. She's looking sparkly. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for your first beautiful model who's wearing a gorgeous gown, Dominica Van Santen!
Good evening, good evening. I think your energy has to come up. Okay, give me a whoo or something. Yes, this feels right. First of all, I definitely feel overdressed tonight. I am uncomfortable. I'm cold. Yes. I don't know if you can notice, but I did lose my voice today. When you have an ex and you just scream at them, but in your head, you never really push your anger outside, but you have that conversation in your head. That's how I lost my voice. Well, I'm actually half Dutch, half Venezuelan. Thank you. But let me tell you, it's really problematic because every time I dance salsa, it's super loud with my wooden shoes. Yeah. I told my therapist I want to find a guy that's not on his phone all the time. Guess what she told me? Go to the Renaissance Fair. So I did. I met a few guys, but didn't get any numbers because no one had a phone. Yeah, no one had a phone. Nothing says I'm gonna stay single forever more than owning a cat bed and no cat. That's me. Oh, I got an okay. Okay, you feel bad for okay, that's good. We're connecting, okay? It's just the beginning. We're connecting. Yeah. If we were in the 1800s, I would be like a powerless witch. I'm gonna put a curse on you. Ma'am, you have no cat. I have a cat bed. do I own a cat bed? I have been trying to sell my engagement ring for 6 years. No one wants it. No one. I actually took it to a pawn shop. I'm like, let's just get rid of this. And the guy offered me $50. Right? Then he started hitting on me because he knew I had low standards. We went to Panera Bread yesterday. I paid for my meal. Okay, I paid for both of us. He might be the one. Yeah. You know, this is what happens when you marry a musician. Yeah. But you know what? I feel honored. Like, he saved his entire life for that ring. He will never see that much money again. I heard that after we broke up, his biggest investments were PS3 games. So I felt good about it, you know. I wasn't the only one. Man, that ring bothers me. So cheap. So cheap. You know, dating a musician is actually really sexy in the beginning, you know. It's like, he was an extremely good guitarist. It's like, ding! Mi amor. Look at my fingers. He sounded like Puss in Boots. His hair was moving. We were indoors, but he's just blowing. It's gorgeous. But after you marry him, you end up just washing Nirvana t-shirts. That's all you do. Not sexy. I can't get rid of that ring because it's like so annoying that it's so cheap, you know? Like, I feel like my inspiration is that old lady from Titanic. She threw away that piece of jewelry. So that's me in 60 years. I'm gonna finally get rid of that ring. She's an inspiration. She's a role model. But when I get there, I'll be like, you know, in front of the ocean, like, you know, I'm just gonna become Gollum, like, my precious. Such a cheap ring. I don't date people from the entertainment industry. I don't. And to prove it, this is the list of my exes. DJ, model, dancer, actor, bartender, tech guy. I need help with my computer. Model. It's because they all look like Jesus. That's all. It's like I feel like can save me. I don't know. I went to Catholic school, and that was already funny. Love it. Okay, hope you love the rest. Did you go to Catholic school?
My sister did.
Oh, your sister. Your sister, but you didn't.
I was the devil.
You were the devil? So what kind of school did you go to?
Public school.
Public school, okay.
California public
Did
school.
they kick you out from Catholic school?
No, they didn't let me in.
They didn't even they felt the energy. You belong there, okay. Yeah, I do know, I don't know how to flirt. Like, I literally, 18 years of my life, all girls school, Catholic school, they taught us that if you breathe, you would get pregnant. Like, right, did you go to Catholic school?
My mother went to private school.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm just practicing now how to flirt with people. And you know, I'm taking everything I learned from modeling and TikTok. So I look at the guy, so I know eye contact is important. And then I just pout my mouth, and then I just start conforming into a modeling pose. I know it's not working when he's like, are you okay? It's weird. Modeling poses are weird. Modeling poses are not sexy, they're weird. Like, does this says, I want you right now. They're weird. Oh, you know this pose with a model jumping with a purse, of course, looking very scared like a gazelle. That's me flirting. Oh, and you know this one? You've all seen it in magazines. Girl just sitting, just doing nothing. I call it, I have COVID. Oh, and this one. This is like the cool Urban Outfitters type of pose. Like, I don't care. I call it, I just got the vaccine. Oh, and the one just like the model just standing, doing nothing, just. I call it unemployment. And this is, you want to see the most famous fashion modeling pose? You have all seen it. Do you want to see it?
Yes!
I call it the reverse chicken. It should be like a little, like souvenir type of thing, like a little. Oh, how is it? I forgot. That's weird. Yeah, they're weird. All my poses are weird. I have been watching the news, and I don't know. I hate the news. Who hates the news?
I do.
Everybody, right? Like, so negative. And like, why am I watching them every night? They're just there. Well, I cook, and they're just there. It's because, but I know why. I thought about it. It's because I want a guy like on TV. He says the two things that every woman wants to hear every day. Good night. And thanks for listening. Thank you guys. Keep enjoying your evening.
Give it up for Dominica. Do what I do, darling. Date bankers. Really? Fucking models. You don't date models, you shack models and you kick them out about 3 o'clock in the morning and tell them you have a job. That's all I'm saying. Our next comedian, she's one of my favorites. She's actually the only model who ever... Can everyone stop talking? Yeah, shut the fuck up. So our next comedian is, I love her. She's actually one of my favorites because she actually texts me and thanks me for anything I do, which manners seems to be getting cancelled along with everything else. By the way, why did they cancel a black woman on Pancake Mix and put a fucking trans in a dress on a bottle of Bud Light? Sorry, I'm literally not anti-trans, I'm anti-bullshit. I need to move on. So your next girl, Dash, very polite, very sweet, such a cutie. She used to walk all the shows in New York and Paris and London. I heard you're walking dogs now, Dash, is that true? They're offended. She actually wrote that joke for me to say. I'm not a mean girl. I'm a mean boy identified. Come on, Dash, get up here! Dash, move!
Alright, are you ready?
Yes!
Okay, hi guys. Hi. I'm Tash. I am from Denmark. Thank you. If it wasn't obvious. This skin tone in Denmark is actually pronounced dead at the sea. So, yeah. No, I grew up in Denmark. I grew up on a farm in a small Danish village with a population of 134. Wow, right? Yeah. Up 2 from last year. So, one of the cows had twins. Yeah. And my parents were very against me moving to LA. My mom would say, "You're not tough enough for the big city. Take it from me. I have lived in Boise, Idaho." But I moved here. Well, actually what happened was I kind of got discovered by a Hollywood talent agent. Yay! She looked at me and said that, wow, with that frame and those cheekbones, you're gonna play the perfect drug addict. Drug addict, yeah. I think the reason I've played so many drug addicts is that, as you can see, I'm very pale. People say I look like the Frozen girl. They mean the woman they found dead in a freezer. Yeah, and I started modeling too now, so I live in this really weird world where either I'm on a movie set playing a drug addict, like, I haven't eaten in 3 days, does anyone have Coke? Right? Or I'm walking a fashion show around all these glamorous, beautiful people who all like, I haven't eaten 3 days, does anyone have Coke? No filters. Yeah, I don't know if you've been to any model castings, but what often happens is they'll line the girls up on a row, and then the designer gets to pick who he wants. Kind of like a whorehouse. Yeah, this guy gets it. You a fashion designer, sir?
I used to walk, so I know exactly what that feels like. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No, fashion designers can be vicious. Once we were doing a bridal shoot, and the designer wanted all the girls super spray tanned because, as he said, pale girls don't get married.
Oh my god, so not true.
Sorry. And I'm considering getting a spray tan again, you guys, because I am done playing junkie found dead. And I'm ready. I'm ready to play Paris Hilton found dead. Right? You see it. Yeah. But I don't know. My agent said I can't get a tan because no, I'm supposed to look like I do drugs on Skid Row, not like I do drugs in Malibu. That's when I kind of had it with her, you know. That's when I called up my mom and was like, "Mom, should I just move back to Denmark? I mean, I didn't come to LA to be a drug addict." I was like, "I know, sweetie, none of you do. It just happens." They say I never play any real roles, and, well, they're kind of right, but I'm happy to announce that I have been offered a real role by NCIS. Yeah! Thank you! The role, $2,000 for the role, naked, dead prostitute. Number one, that's... Yeah, moving up. I thought they'd be proud of me, but my mom was just appalled, and my father was just confused. He was like, "I don't know about that, sweetie." And it's like $2,000. Wouldn't it be cheaper for them to get a real hooker?
Not these days.
Why do you know that, Dad? I don't... No, I'm kidding. My dad was kidding too. He's I love my parents. That might just be my problem in stand-up, loving my parents. But, thank you guys, and thank you so much for coming out and supporting Best Buddies. You're really, you're great. Put up for your amazing host.
Did you see President Trump's speech this morning in Connecticut? Can you please stop talking? Do you see me? I am not the invisible person Joe Biden shakes hands with every fucking week. I am here. Now I'm swearing. Speaking of dead people, President Joe Biden did a rambling, ridiculous speech this morning in Connecticut. He actually ended it. I don't know if you read the news. I read the news. One of the girls doesn't like the news. I read it all day. traumatized. President Biden ended his speech with "God Save the Queen." God save America, that's all I gotta say. Last time I checked, the Queen of England had been dead since September. From what I saw this morning, pretty certain Biden, Trump too probably, Biden's been dead for about 14 years and just refuses to fucking lie down. Biden's running again. How can you run for office when you can't walk? I need to lose some weight so I can be proud with these girls. So I've been jumping to conclusions.
You're trained slender.
I like the other one. Sorry?
That means you're trained slender?
I'm a trans slender. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm going to start identifying as something else. I haven't decided yet. There's you're Australian?
Yeah.
I read a story. Somebody in Australian identified as a cat. And they went with it. Yeah, the world's gone bananas, my friend. Bananas. Pardon me?
Every man and his dog wants to be a cat.
Every man and his dog wants to be a cat. I have to figure that out after the next line of cocaine. Alright, your next model is one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen. I love CJ. Top Gun, you're killing me, you're killing me. She's beautiful, she's funny, she's one of my favorite people. Again, knockout. CJ Franco!
I don't know the lyrics, so before my time.
Oh!
Sorry, Christine. So I'm so happy to be here at this Models of Comedy charity show. Come on, you guys, it's a great job. The last show we did was in New York, and it was for human trafficking. And yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't know what business models have doing jokes about human trafficking. I don't want to say it was like a tragic show, but it was definitely a little challenging. It's like, you know, models, we belong on like an island in like a bikini, giving massages. Not doing Epstein jokes. That's not cool. You guys, I am in a really good mood because like I have good stuff going on. My dad is getting married this Monday to a man. They've been together for 25 years, and yeah, they didn't even really want to have the wedding. It's just like you've been together so long, you don't even care. And I begged them, and I said, please, I really, really want you guys to get married. I've never been to a gay wedding. And it looks so good on TV, right? They know how to do it. And so finally I talked them into it, and they agreed to do just like a very small ceremony. It was like, okay, yeah, I'm so excited. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what my role is. I don't know if I'm like the maid of honor. I don't know if I'm the best man, and it's in 2 days, so it's a little too late to ask. So it's kind of weighing heavily on me. But you guys, it's Pride Month, right? June is Pride, come on! We come a long way. And yeah, I'm an ally just kind of by default, because my dad's been gay since I was a baby. So, you too? Fuck yeah, if you're Filipino. Okay, we're not going to make this about that. I love you guys. But I'm an ally, and people, that's like the most common question I get is like, CJ, like how do you have a gay dad? And I'd love to share that with you guys. Because like my parents, you know, they were high school sweethearts. They had me young. My mom had a broken gaydar. And my mom's gaydar was as strong as Britney Spears' mental health. Oh no, not Britney. I'll try again. My mom's gaydar is as strong as my dad's pull-out game. Which is why I'm here, so it's a good right? There were a few signs that she could have like picked up on that like my dad may have been gay. For example, he was a model. He did ballet. He fucked dudes. But I'm so lucky. I really am, because my parents are still best friends. Like after 30 years, you go through all that. It is a lot. And we still get to go on family vacations together. And it is great. It is good. It's fine. It's just, you know, every once in a while my mom does this thing where she like tries to win my dad back. And we're on vacation and I'm like sitting there, my dad comes to me and he's like, hey, you need to help me, your mom. She's trying to seduce me again. Yuck. My dad, like, I don't want to get involved. Like, just like, go hide. She's gonna wear herself out. Oh, go back in the closet. You were good at that. You were good at that. Now, when I go on vacation, I like to take some time to myself. I like to go swimming on like the ocean. And you know it's a good vacation if you can like get in the water and it's nice and warm. So I'm swimming out there, right? I'm swimming. And I see my favorite animal, a jellyfish. I'm like, oh my God, it's so cute. I gotta pet it. And so I'm doing the breaststroke. I'm doing the breaststroke. I'm doing the breaststroke, just like my uncle taught me. Wait a minute. This isn't how I'm supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to pet the jellyfish. So now I'm doing the back breaststroke. I'm doing the back breaststroke. I'm pretty sure it's called the backstroke, but I'm just trying to keep your attention. And all of a sudden, this thing hits me. And as it hits me, I realize, oh, that is not a jellyfish. It's a used condom. My mom got her way. So I did what I always do, and I removed it with my mouth. Just like my uncle taught me. Speaking of dating, is anyone here dating? Okay, no, it's LA, everyone. You guys are so jaded. Yeah, okay. Well, I was on a dating show, right? And so I'm kind of an expert now on dating, right?
What dating show?
Let's not talk about that. Please don't take this So I'm an expert, and I'm just going to share this nugget with you guys, okay? Ready? I mean, all the women know this, but for the guys. If you are a man, and you're over 40, and you've never been married, something is wrong with you. It's a fact. All the women know it. Oh, you look upset. Oh, no. But here's what you can do about it. Like I say, you know, you're not looking for anything serious. Just like lean into it. You know, be unapologetic. Show her your bedroom. Nothing says you're not going to stick around like you don't have a headboard.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
It's facts. Like, but you shouldn't even have that. Like, get rid of your mattress. You need something like less supportive, like a futon. And like no pillows, because you guys think about this, right? If you can't support her head, you can't support her dreams. But alternatively, look, if you are a man and you are over 40 and you've never been married, and like you really do want like a serious relationship, you only have one option. Are you guys listening? You have to lie. You need to say that you were married, and it hurts you so much to talk about because you lost the love of your life. She died. You are a widow. Oh my, so sexy. You have no idea. And I'm telling you guys from experience, I went on a date with this guy who was a widow. Oh my God, he was so sad. He was so sad. And I went back to his house, and he was like showing me like these pictures of his wife. It was like with those like rotating electronic digital photos, and he's like, oh, she's so beautiful. She's so smart. She's so talented. It's like, oh my God, yeah, she's gorgeous. Do you need help taking your pants off? Can I help you? It's fucking hot. But maybe something's wrong. I might have a screw loose. My friend hit me in the back of the head with a basketball. And everyone started freaking out. And I was just like, guys, it's fine. I'm a model. I don't use this thing. I don't use it. But now, you guys, I'm getting to this point in my life where like I don't want to go out. I don't want to be in the clubs. You know, like I want to be like at home, curled up with like a hot cup of laxative tea. That's my safe space. That's my jam. That's my good night in. I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm 32, and I'm a model, and I'm in Los Angeles. There's only so many options I have right now, right? So it's like, okay, either I can like A, have a baby, or B, I can become a real estate agent. Good job. So I'm thinking about dating the Oppenheim twins. I think both of them, because my career needs it at this point in time. I actually saw Brett earlier, and he asked me to tell the joke and say specifically Brett. I need both. But you know what? It's like when you're at a certain age, it's just it's not going good. I get to these auditions, they ask what my ethnicity is, and I say, oh, I'm whatever is going to get me the furthest. That's what I am. And lately, that's been Brazilian. People like to hear that I'm Brazilian. So, like, how hard can it be, right? Like, Brazilian, okay. So I've done a little research, and I figured out how to do it. I'm just gonna take you guys on this journey with me. Just bear with me, okay? Step 1, get a Brazilian wax.
Yes!
Step 2, go on vacation to Brazil, okay? Take in the culture, right? 2 weeks max. Watch a soccer game, you know, get that stamp on my passport, boom, Brazilian. Step 3, fly to New York, make best friends with Hilaria. Do you guys know who she is?
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's wife? His Spanish wife? No one has appropriated any culture better than Hilaria. And so, like, she's named all 7 of her children Spanish names. She's not Spanish, but she is my mentor. I'm gonna try to do that with Brazilian. So I kind of skipped past this earlier. So I was on a dating show.
Which dating show?
And I don't like to talk about it.
Which dating show?
Because it is shameful.
Next.
You guys are gonna make me next? I wish I was on next. Listen, I was going through like a really tough time. I was in this on and off relationship, and it's like, have you ever been in a relationship, right? And you're like, you know what? I'm not getting treated right. I deserve better. I could do better. I'm gonna leave. And then you go and you find out that you can't. You can't do better. Yeah, it happened to me, and then I was stuck with this reality show. It was an untitled show.
Which dating show?
Okay, let's give you some hints. Okay, it's from the producers of The Bachelor, and it's for HBO.
Is it on an island?
Love Island?
It's on a fucking island, yeah. Love Island, that would have been a dream.
Bachelor Island.
Temptation.
Bachelor Island, Temptation.
Temptation Island.
No, these would all be so much better. Come on.
F-Boy Island. That's Fuckboy
It's
Island.
Fuckboy Island.
F-Boy Island. Could you imagine telling your parents that? I'm on F-Boy Island? Thank you, one person. Like my mom, she was so concerned. And my dad, I told you he was gay, so he was jealous. He was like, babe, you're living my dream.
Did you win?
Fuck yeah, I would. Come on. Thank you guys. So I have to go. I gotta get ready for this gay wedding. I gotta find my Brazilian outfit. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me. Thank you.
Your next comedian, Charlotte, she became a huge overnight success during the Super Bowl for eating a cheeseburger. I came an overnight fat fuck for eating a cheeseburger. But Charlotte is funny, she's great, she's an actress, she's starred in a few movies. Give it up for the wonderful Charlotte McKinney!
it up. Give it up. Passion. You guys, thank you so much for coming out because I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been working with Best Buddies since I was in high school. And growing up in Florida, I hated school, and the only kids I liked to hang around was the, mentally challenged because I was more on their level. So they bring so much joy to my life, and we help them find jobs, we help them find friends. So any little bit of donations for Best Buddies means the world. So thank you guys for all of that. Anyways, we're here for some comedy. I know I look like a KTLA news anchor with a tapeworm, but if you don't know what a tapeworm is, it's basically the broke bitch's Ozempic. I can't afford that shit. It's expensive. Anyone in here from Florida? No? You all just have class and aren't trashy? You are from Florida? You said? No? Yeah? Okay, Miami? Okay, we got some Florida people in here. I love it. I grew up there. I dropped out of high school. And I always like to go back to Florida now and then to go get my DUI. I dropped out, didn't get my GED, but the DUI, I got that one really, really quick. But yeah, I grew up there and I moved to Hollywood to pursue showbiz, like we all do in this town. And I thought it'd be easy, and little did I know Hollywood is just high school on fucking steroids, am I right? I mean, we get critiqued how we look, we don't get invited to the cool parties we want to go to, and now when I give out blowjobs, I just get canceled. So, kind of awkward. Back in high school, when I sucked off my teacher, I passed class. Now they just fucking won't let me in anywhere. But yeah. I mean, it's a weird time. We got the writer's strike. Work's tough, right? It's not, as easy as it normally was. And, I've been losing all my jobs to these TikTok kids. The ones who they jump, outfit changing, jump, lighting, music. I'm like, fuck, man, how do these kids do this? I can barely put my fucking bra on. I mean, the lights and all that shit. It's crazy. But, yeah, I mean, I miss the good old days. Where I got to just sit on the casting couch, get a bit of a lockjaw, and I got the part. Now my agents call me and send me a 60-page script, and they want me to, dress for the part and get into character.
Bastards.
Yeah, right? And worst of all, they want me to know how to fucking read. So that's too brutal. I've been learning how to read the last few years. I'm extremely dyslexic. But yeah, I make it work. And then, yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone I follow right now everyone's in Italy, living their life in the south of France, and selfies. That used to be me. I used to be on the mega yachts, sailing the south of France, popping Dom P, you know what I mean? Getting down. But now the only bottles I'm around is when I'm doing my bottle returns at Erewhon to get $5 off my combo plate. I can't afford that shit. She's like, oh. Yeah, I'm broke. The cashier's like, oh my God, Charlotte. You're such an environmentalist, returning all these bottles. I'm like, Tevon, I can't afford shit. I'm just trying to cover my lunch with these bottles. I look like a fucking homeless man now when I walk into the grocery store. Yeah. Anywho, it's been real fun, and you guys have been great. She's like tripping out. She's like, what the fuck is this bitch doing? I'll hand this back over to her. Oh, and by the way, if you guys go to your Ozempic doctor or dealer, give them code Charlotte10 for 10% off. Doing it right now.
Charlotte McKinney! I sympathize, I empathize getting a DUI. Charlotte, I went to Florida, I got a DUI. I did. I'm not even joking. I literally, I was having a few drinks and I was driving back, swaying the car. You tell somebody's drunk, they drive too slowly. right? Anyone driving slow? Drunk. So I'm driving, I've just moved, to the United States, and I hear a police siren. I'm like, I hope he's wearing like Ray-Bans, like Chips. You remember that show? I'm like getting pulled over. I had no idea what the cops were like yet. So the guy strolls over. I'm like hammered. Well, wind down the window. I'm like, hello, officer. He goes, what's your name? So I told him, because I'm polite. Why? He goes, are you drinking and driving? He actually asked me that. I said, yes, I am, officer. I do believe I am. He said, why? I said, I can't fucking walk. Handcuffs. Yeah. All right, you remember all that shit I said about Charlotte being Russian? I'll say it again. Your next comedian, she actually founded this concept, the Models of Comedy. I was like, no one cares about that shit. Can I be in it? And she cares about me, She says, don't ever talk about your age, I'll fucking kill you. Anyway, she put it together. She works hard. She supports everyone. She's beautiful. She's Russian. And she's Eugenia Kuzmina!
Hi guys, thank you so much for coming. And Christine, thank you for putting Ghislaine Maxwell on me. I definitely appreciate that. I'm so hungry. And you know what, guys? I was gonna do my routine set, but fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's admit the truth. This room is literally smaller than my closet. And I'm just gonna treat it as a therapy because obviously I can't afford my Hollywood therapist. And fuck it. I'm gonna curse on the show because I don't give a fuck. And we'll probably be feeling much closer together and comfortable in a jacuzzi. And we're not even on national TV, so fuck it. Expect a lot of curses and a few rape jokes too. I don't care about Jeff Bezos, so what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein? Same thing. Okay. This dress, just to make you feel comfortable, is called Cross for God. Thou shalt not judge unless you wear a short skirt. And sometimes I wear even shorter skirts, and my husband, okay, I promise not to do jokes about my husband, but he said it's fine. I love him so much. My husband says that I'm asking for it. And personally, I want to treat my clothes like art. I want to leave the interpretation to the viewer. Like sometimes I wear gowns, and sometimes I wear sneakers, and sometimes I wear nothing. What do I mean by that?
Yeah.
Nothing! As a blonde model, I have to explain this joke to you? And are we in a fucking church, you guys, or are we at the comedy show? Because as far as I know, Jesus fucking stole my birthday. It's not a joke. And I did want to do some new jokes tonight. I really want to step up because please give it up for all the comedians tonight. They did such an amazing job. Thank you. Doing comedy is really hard, you guys, and modeling is even harder. You have to sit around, wait, look pretty. But I'm very proud of every comic on the show. So proud. And I don't even know. My mind goes blank sometimes. It just happens. I'm a model, so I don't know where I'm going with this joke. Bear with me. I have 3 or 4 kids. I can't remember. Not because I'm bad at math, because I'm a model and I never earned $1 in my mind. I remembered my last joke before I wanted to do this one. So I really want to do good jokes, but I really didn't want to bomb you guys. I didn't want to bomb. Because I'm Russian? Well, somebody said that. But for the purpose of the show, I'll be Ukrainian. I'm not political, actually, at all. I'm a humanitarian. It's like being a vegetarian. But I decided to become a breatharian in pandemic because I didn't want to wait in lines. It's basically an upgraded version of being a vegetarian, you know. It's LA. I just go to the store, I boil the cabbage, I smell it, and I eat the steam. What? What's your news about? Okay, should we go more Hollywood or should we be more like real dark?
Dark.
Really? Yes! I'm not gonna make jokes about my husband. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, not with that dress, it's never going to be dark.
Oh gosh, yeah, you know, models are really into relationships, especially with themselves. So I just decided to make a mirror, you know, so every time I need somebody, I just look at myself. Thank you to, shout out to Erin Gomez, who made this dress by hand and we saw it in the bathroom. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Back at you guys. So basically, Jeff Bezos and Jeffrey Epstein is the best friends, and Bill Gates too. I knew that for a fact because, you know, I mean, I was too old to be sold out to, you know, Jeffrey Epstein when I met him. I was 13, I think. You want the dark? What the fuck? Can I curse? But you know, the best friends, they spend a lot of time in in the island and Lolita Express. And all that Bill Gates was trying to do is run after girls trying to...
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Vaccinate them. Too soon? Sorry.
Not soon enough.
It's provocative.
Okay, and I do play only Russian prostitutes in Hollywood as well as Tash. You know, after Trump, I started playing Russian spies, and it's a diversity in my resume. At least I wear clothes, you know? Yeah, you know, right? We go to the same acting class. Yeah, like, I mean, you know, I get the scripts. Anybody, actors here, I don't know if it's boring. Like, Hollywood is kind of boring, right? Like, should we not talk about it? Like, should we talk about the kids or anything else? The dark stuff. Okay, I'll leave you with that because thank you so much for sticking up. My biggest inspiration is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He proved that in America, if you look good, nobody gives a fuck what you're saying. So I leave you with that. Please, there's an after